Okay, so just chilling outside the Queen Margaret Union in Glasgow with Tyler, and I've forgotten how to say your name already.
Szalkowski.
Tyler Szalkowski of State Champs. So Tyler, I've got written down here that you play guitar.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, first question done, and you were doing great.
Awesome.
Okay, so right now you are on tour in Great Britain with the Wonder Years.
Yep, and Lost for Words.
How is that going?
It's going excellent, man. It's our first time here, and all the shows have been really, really great. I never really knew kids over here gave a that much. I know kids cared because the internet or whatever, but I didn't know kids come out to shows and hang out with us, buy merch, interact with us. I don't know, it's cool.
So good experience in the UK.
It's a great experience.
Excellent. Okay, so you've just come off a tour in the United States with Weird Al Crowd.
That is correct.
You've gone from a tour with Weird Al Crowd, possibly one of the biggest sort of pop punk bands going about, to a tour with the Wonder Years.
Yeah, man.
Arguably the greatest pop punk band of all time.
At least, yeah, modern pop punk. I mean, I think there's there's two different realms, but they are a band who continues to push the the limits, push the ceiling higher for bands like us. They've done a lot of things that make it possible for us to do things. Even coming here with them makes it so much easier for us to come here. Just stuff like that. They're honestly a band of trailblazers, and it's really cool.
With a lot of more newer bands who've come about after them, you can sort of see or hear the Wonder Years influence on sort of newer bands.
Yeah. I mean, obviously a lot of bands draw influence from the Wonder Years. We actually even have a couple songs that were definitely inspired by listening to the Upsides or whatever. So
then to be on tour with them as well.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool to be on tour with them. We've only been a band for 4 years, but we've always wanted to tour with them, so it's cool that we get to do it, especially over here
in the United Kingdom as well. So I mean, you've tour started on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Started on Tuesday.
So it's now Saturday, so it's been a couple of days, almost a week. So what kind of impression or feel are you getting for the UK?
I mean, I like it. The downside is my phone doesn't work here. I have to operate only on Wi-Fi, which is because I do all the business end for my band, so it becomes hard to email people about certain things. But other than that, it's honestly a really great country. We have a really great driver/tour manager right now. He's showing us and telling us about everything, and it's really cool. I actually studied European history for 3 years at a university where I'm from in Albany, New York. And it's really cool because I learned about a lot of these places, so to get to come here and see the things I learned about, it's very cool.
Excellent stuff. That sounds good. Okay, so presumably you're playing songs from your debut album, The Finer Things.
Yep.
So what kind of response are you getting from that album or from these songs when you're playing them live?
A really great response. Kids are really into the songs, and just going in, stage diving, crowd surfing, finger pointing, all that good stuff, the whole nine. But yeah, we're getting a really great response. People still will tweet photos at us and buying our record or whatever.
You're obviously from America, which is I guess where you sort of emerged from. So even being over here in the United Kingdom, which is so far away, do you see any difference in the response that you're receiving from these songs?
I mean, I don't see much of a difference. They seem to be received, in the States and here the same way. However, over here, live, most of these shows are all right, in the States only what we call A markets, big cities do well, have really crazy shows. But every show we've played so far has just been absolutely insane, because I think over here a lot of what it has to do with the drinking age is 18 here, I think, and in the States it's 21. So in the States, by the time you're 21, you want to go, grab a pint or whatever and go to a show, you're already over the music, But at 18, kids come out here, they get drunk, they get rowdy, they just have fun,
Okay, I feel that's definitely a good answer. So I don't know, would you your music, it's sort of like pop punk, yeah?
Yeah, it's it could, I mean, anything is freaking pop punk these days, man. People love, putting pop punk on anything. I don't like genres. I think they're stupid and unnecessary. But you could call us pop punk, you could call us pop rock, you could call us, whatever the hell you want.
I was on a basis for the next question, which I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be a totally outrageous question. And I was going to say, how do you feel the sort of punk scene in the UK compares to America?
The punk scene? Yeah. I mean, at least our pop punk scene, kids out here in the UK seem to give more of a they around here it seems like it's more about the music and the songs than it is about getting reblogs on their Tumblr. not to say that everyone in the States sucks, because like we obviously love the States too. It's just like being out here, you know, like we've had kids who will like, you know, come meet us and then like not even like stay for our set and like, you know, go home and like Instagram the photo and like get like likes on it. And I don't know, it feels like in the States it's like a weird like, you know, popularity competition thing. But it's only for like some of it. I mean, in the States there's great, you know, music diehards and stuff too, but just out here it seems like the majority of the kids like the songs and the music more so than they like the whole aesthetic of like being cool.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I suppose being from America, you might more likely to be in America, so like touring more often than you will here. Like it might be a rarity that you come over to the United Kingdom, so I kind of suppose people start taking more of the opportunity to meet you and to see you play. Okay, and it's basically as it says. I'll have some things here for you to describe, 4 words or less.
To describe certain things? All right, yeah, sure.
Okay, so the first one is touring.
Exhausting, fun, exciting, and what's this word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's exhausting, it's fun, and I don't know, it's great.
It's great. That's probably the most honest answer I've had to that question. Okay, how about Glasgow?
Only been here for maybe a couple hours, but I would go with architecture. This was like 2 words, but I've seen some pretty girls. Accents. Yeah, Scottish accent. I think it's very cute. Some people seem to hate it for some reason, but I met some girls outside and I was like, yeah, you could just keep talking to me. It's great. But beautiful, honestly.
Excellent. I like your answers. I've done this with a band a couple of weeks ago, and their answers were just, there was no thought put into them. So nice one.
I like thinking about what I say.
That's what I like. Okay, how about dubstep music?
Fun. I'm a fan.
That was technically 4 words, if you want to leave it there.
Fun, I'm a fan.
Okay, how about what you've maybe experienced so far of the British weather?
Rain. Every damn day.
That's what I was expecting. How about Netflix?
Boring. Go outside.
Wow, okay. Interesting. So you like you sort of mentioned earlier about two of your music influences, you kind of had a few songs to do with the Wonder Years. So, I mean, is there any other bands or even places or people or, you know, anything at all that's like influenced either your sound or your lyrics or just anything through your music?
I mean, honestly, man, like, pretty much everything inspires us. Like, I know it's like a really like, you know, blanket statement, but, you know, just things we experience, you know, bands like we listen to, everything from, you know, dubstep to pop to, you know, top 40 to pop rock, pop punk, whatever, hardcore. All that stuff influences us, and I think it's, you know, smart to accept all those things into your brain to make like a product like we have. You know, like if you just like, you know, go on a binge of like just pop punk, you're gonna have like the most pop punk like songs in the world. Now I think it's important to have a good balance. So, you know, you take, you know, your hardcore influence, your pop rock, your top 40 radio pop, you know, your Demi Lovato, like, and you just put it all into one and you just let it influence you, and that's how you get a really unique sound.
So if you could well, you actually just mentioned quite a lot of sort of different genres there, but if there's a genre you could maybe like experiment with in your songs or add to them, you know, maybe like be a bit more hardcore or be a bit more electronic, is there anything at all?
I mean, I would never make our songs electronic, but I would absolutely be like a dubstep DJ if I could. I just don't know how to do that stuff. Also, but if I were to move our songs in a different direction, I'd probably add in, you know, like more like pop, like just like less like aggression, more like, you know, fun melodies, like stuff like that.
Nice one. Okay, sweet. Right, okay, so let's talk about something completely irrelevant to your music. I'll give you two things, and you've basically just got to choose one of them. Okay. Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Xbox, so I didn't even think about that. Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Call of Duty.
The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like Walking Dead.
Really?
I think it's boring, I'm sorry.
You think The Walking Dead is boring compared to Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
It's going to throw me over this ledge.
This interview is over. Okay, CD or vinyl?
CD.
Oh, really? Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
I don't have a record player. I mean, I like vinyl. Like, I have all of our vinyl records, like test presses and stuff like that. I think they're really cool. I just have like literally no way to play them, and I don't have enough money to buy a turntable. So it's like I have to say CD because I can't actually play any vinyl that I own. So.
I cannot argue with that. Okay, I did have one more, but okay, pop punk or punk rock?
Probably pop punk.
Fair enough. Okay, I won't keep you much longer, I promise. I've just got a couple more questions. So I've kind of got a couple questions related to your songs from the Finer Things. Okay, so I've got Elevated, Hard to Please, Remedy, or Simple Existence. Which one would you like?
Which one do I want to what?
Well, choose a song and I'll give you a question loosely based on that song.
Elevated.
Elevated, okay, this is a real genius, you see. If you could be stuck in an elevator with any person at all on this planet, who would it be?
Probably Dave Grohl.
Any particular reason?
I mean, if you're stuck in an elevator, you're stuck in an elevator. You should probably be with someone who you want to have a conversation with now. Like, I mean, it better to be with someone that you can like hang out with. That's like cool than, you know, some like random other person. I don't know. I just really want to meet Dave Grohl. So.
And you'd be willing to be stuck in an elevator for that opportunity?
I mean, if I have to be. I'd prefer to meet him not stuck in an elevator, but...
Okay, one more. Simple Existence, Remedy, Hard to Please.
Hard to Please.
Okay, so during the writing process of your album, is there any particular band member who's maybe really fussy about accepting something into it? You don't have to name any names, of course.
Yeah. When we were writing our record, there was definitely a member that had some opposition to what we were doing, but... I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get in trouble.
That's absolutely fair enough. Okay, that's all the questions I've got. So Tyler, thanks very much for taking time out to chat with me.
Of course.
Good luck with your show tonight. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. We'll be sticking around to hear it later on, so I'm looking forward to it. But thanks for chatting with me.
Of course, man.
Thanks a lot, man.